sheep are not the smartest animals around. They need help living, really, their lives. They need help finding water. They need help in defense. They have no defense mechanisms. They can't run. They can't fight. They can't do anything. And in Israel, shepherding sheep was for the uneducated. It was for those that really didn't have another job, didn't have another skill. Maybe their father was a shepherd and that's what they learned and that was it. On the Judean hillsides, the shepherds would send out their sheep to graze. And interestingly, Jesus calls himself a shepherd of the sheep. And that's not a phrase that many in Jesus' day would have said was a great phrase for God come in the flesh. Because what that meant is that we all like sheep have gone astray, as Isaiah says, and we are in need of a shepherd. We are in need of someone to help us, to keep us safe, to feed us, to help us drink and find water. You can hear in the distance the shepherd whistling for his sheep. And now they're all going to follow him up the hill. They know his voice, they know his whistle, they know his mannerisms. And that's exactly the picture that God paints for the followers of Jesus. You hear the shepherd. He loves his sheep. Not only does he rely on them for his livelihood, but he really desires that his sheep do well, because they are not only what he relies on to feed his family, but also that they are really become part of who he is. He's a shepherd. He's connected to his sheep, and he loves his sheep. And that's the same picture we get of God loving us as his children. We are defenseless like sheep. We are easily lost like sheep can be. We don't know where the best place to graze is. We don't have a homing mechanism to find the water or to find the best pasture. We rely on our shepherd. And David says that in the psalm as well. You lead me beside still waters. Your rod and your staff, they comfort me. And the staff side of it was the little crook at the top that he would reach down and pull out an injured sheep that was maybe stuck in the rocks. And the rod side was to be defensive, to keep his sheep safe, or to maybe discipline his sheep. But the shepherd loves his sheep, and he moves them into different areas depending on what he knows his sheep need. And that's the same thing we see with God, is that he loves us. He never leads us astray. He never leads us to an area of danger that he won't protect us. He is a loving God that wants nothing but the best for us. And I find that so freeing that I don't worry about my life. I don't worry about tomorrow, because I know the great shepherd of the sheep, Jesus, will always guide me in the way I need to go to help me to be the kind of sheep I need to be.